Hey everyone, welcome to Heart Centered Tarot. As always, my name is Marina and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And with me, no, I don't. I have on this side, there we go. I have the lovely Nina from Nine's Corner.
Hi guys. Hi Lovey, how are you?
I am well, and you?
Dealing with the cold just the same as you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
We've had a fair amount of snow here in Alberta, and the temperatures have gone down just a little bit too uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Happy Thanksgiving to all our U.S. friends.
Yes,
I didn't get to say it on my last video. I didn't think about it, so happy Thanksgiving.
That's all right. That's okay. I'm sure that they're going to enjoy it.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was chatting with, hey, Amanda Carroll. I was chatting, and Teresa Levine, hey. Third time's the charm. I was chatting with another reader. She's down in Louisiana, Sherry H., Voices from the Swamp.
Okay.
And she was saying how kind of cool it was getting over there. And I said, cool. We've had snow on the ground. So I sent her a picture of the first dump of snow that we had with my car all covered. And I said, there you go.
So, but then again, we can't complain because we got really good weather right up until after October. So, I mean, that's unusual. Usually it's snowing by Halloween. So we did well this year, right?
We did.
Considering.
We did. All things being equal. Absolutely. And
hi, Rose, Barisa, Amanda.
Yes. And Rose Blue. Hi from Texas.
Hi, Rose Blue.
How are things in Texas? Oh, and she saw your video earlier, Nina. Wonderful.
Okay. I'm not getting comments, so
I
hope you like it. Now, maybe it's not refreshing. I'm not even going to bother because my internet is so sensitive that I'm just going to let it go. You tell me if somebody tells me I have something I got to say.
Okay, all right. Perfect. I will absolutely do that. So, yes, I did want to thank everyone for being here and just kind of remind you to go over and check out Nina's YouTube channel and subscribe to her. And the details are down below in the description.
Thank you.
What have I got coming up? I think on the 2nd, I will be doing a show with Val from Dragonfly Crystals. I think she's going to be on my show, and then the following Friday on the 6th, I think, or 7th, whatever. Anyway, I'm on her show. So I like to do the exchange when we can, but some people can't. You know, there are some people with their connections or whatever that, they just can't. So we do whatever we can.
And for the two of us, for any of our Canadian people out there, we are going to get together and do a video that's completely Canadian content because there's so many fun things happening in Canada that we have to look into. From the spy at the university, the Chinese spy. And a few years ago, I did a reading and said there was going to be a spy. Like, it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing stuff from like a couple of years ago happening, like the Canadian stuff, right? That I'm looking at. And I was like, I got to look into Trudeau, this thing with China, how everybody thought about him. Because I thought everybody got the wrong deal. I thought he was strong in front of China. So we've got so much to talk about when it comes to that, right?
We sure do. We sure. You know how they used to have a hockey night in Canada? We'll have tarot night in Canada.
Yes, we're going to have Alberta girls in Canada talking it up with coffee. Get Justin Trudeau to come on, because I wouldn't be surprised if he would.
I'm sorry, for who?
For Justin Trudeau to join us.
Oh.
You never know. You never know.
I'd send it out.
I would too.
I'd send out the invite.
Me too.
Justin, we're going to talk about you. You might as well hear what we have to say.
That's right. God bless him.
So yeah,
So lots
Bora
of good
Bora
stuff
is
coming up.
here. Yeah, Hazel Love is here. Yeah, Rose Blue
Oh,
says
hi, Hazel.
Texas. Texas is still a mess,
Look,
but bad
if
guys
you
all
want,
around.
this could actually be our first reading. Sorry, did I interrupt you? I
No,
apologize.
no, no,
Okay.
no, no, no.
I'm on your Texas wavelength, and I'm thinking DeSantis. There's something fishy about those double-digit numbers he got. And Trump was being really shady with DeSantis. So I wonder if there's not a little story there that maybe there's like a little underling happening that, you know, even Trump might know about. So I don't know. There's
I
something
know.
wrong with double-digit win.
I know. And not only that, but now it's Abbott is the one that's in Texas.
Yeah.
DeSantis is in Florida. But
Oh, sorry. I was thinking, oh, sorry.
no. But
And Abbott is yes.
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 But DeSantis out of Florida took the immigrants out of Texas and sent them up to Martha's Vineyard. So
Yes.
there's something shady between. Yeah, you're right. There's something going on there.
Sorry, Texas, but I'm sorry because DeSantis. I mean, you've got this sway of people that are kind of going DeSantis. That could be a possible runner, and then you have your naysayers who are going after him. And I'm sorry. There's nothing good about that man when his energy is around you. It is all about money and power. That's all there is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, totally. Oh, and there's Sherry H popped in. Sherry, I was just talking about you, saying how I sent you the picture of my car covered in snow. So yeah, Sherry, I think Sherry is subscribed to your channel too, Nina. Yeah.
And if you're not, that's okay. I'm, you know.
Yeah. You know what?
It's all good.
You can support the channels if you feel like, you know, you want to grace me with a cup of coffee, just go ahead and do so. But
I find for myself, I have these waves and I've realized I can't get upset. I can't take it personally. I'm just like, it's like, just do as I can do, put the energy out there. Sometimes I don't do a reading because if I'm not hit by spirit, I can't do the reading. I can't take it. It just, you'll see it. It doesn't come out of me. I'll be looking at the cards and they're blank to me. So
I know.
Do you know what I mean? This whole process, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's why I'm not one of those readers that is on, you know, every Monday at 2, every Tuesday at 4, Wednesday. Yeah, same thing. If I'm not inspired to read, then I got nothing to say. So, you know.
And it's hard because sometimes I'm doing readings all the time in my own personal time, like anything that comes up. And it's like, there's times when I could be on 24/7 because I got it and it's going. But, you know, there's times when, and I mean, we got personal lives. Our lives suck sometimes. People hurt our feelings. You know, shit happens, right?
Yeah,
so
totally.
Sometimes you just don't got it.
Yeah. And hey, listen, Sherry says, and I would love to have Nina as a guest on my channel.
Yes, darling. Yes.
Go on Voices from the Swamp. I'll get your info together.
Yes, darling. Do so.
For sure.
It's always fun talking with other people that are like-minded because, you know, sometimes you go, I read cards and people go,
really
interesting, you know?
Yeah. Or the other one that sometimes I get is, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And they kind of just move.
Yeah. It's like it's okay. I'm psychic. I know what you're thinking. It's all right.
But I do have a question for you, and this will be for our peoples.
Absolutely.
What do you do to take care of yourself? Because sometimes I feel like we're all into this so much that our emotions, our feelings get involved in it as though it's our responsibility, it's our fault, it's, you know what I mean? Like we're so into it. So what do you do, especially because you read, you're psychic and you read cards? How do you calm yourself down? How do you take yourself out of the stress of every day? Do you know what I mean?
I do too. And laugh if you will, I color. I have
Oh,
adult coloring books, and I have
yeah.
my Sharpies, and I sit down and I'm just focusing on color and staying in the lines. Yeah. And then when
Nice.
I've had enough of that, then I'll crochet. Just
I crochet too.
yeah, I knew it.
Woo! I do. Now I haven't, I usually kind of find that I pick it up in the fall and then
Yeah.
it peels off during, and then the summer's off. And then all of a sudden the fall, I got a few dishcloths I need to make up to make into the gift, or, you know, what have you.
Yes, I make those. Would you believe?
Cool. Cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, those and the you know, the little towel that you can hang on your stove,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Yes.
Those. Yeah.
Well, you just buy a dishcloth and then you just
Yes.
crochet a little corner to
Yes.
it. It takes like 20 minutes at best,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just enough to wipe your hands, right?
Yeah.
When you
And for
Oh my
YouTubers, for YouTubies, people who watch YouTube, they have this music where it's music in the other room. So it could be like 50 style music or Christmas music, but it sounds like it's coming from another room. And I just find it so
Oh, nice.
comforting, as though like I can almost believe my mom and dad and whoever's out there. And it just
Yeah.
comforts. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the new things that I found that really calms me down from all this craziness that's going on in the world, even though the shift has happened. Do you feel it?
I know. Yes. Yes.
You can feel
Absolutely.
it. Like I'm actually excited, and I don't usually it's like, dur, dur, but I'm just like, yeah, darling, let's go. They're all going down. The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul steal.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just it's finally like I can kind of exhale a little. Like, okay, we've all been holding our collective breath for so long that now, yes, stuff is starting to happen.
Yeah.
And we're going to see the results of all that patience, all that, you know, how many times did I sit down and say, okay, Merrick Garland, come on, give him a chance, give him a chance. And then other times it would be like, Merrick, oh, for the love of, you know what?
Yeah.
Like, do something.
Yes. I even doing the reading, it's like, I'm feeling angry. I want to say, what are you doing? Like, what? Like, get off your arse, do something. But then the cards are just saying, calm down.
Yes.
Everything takes time. He needs to have his friends. And I mean, Jack Smith, holla.
I likes him. I do.
I like him very much. I likes him very much. But we're going to look at the Trump children because, you know, the apple doesn't fall very far from the tree, and they're all involved in some fashion. So we'll do the children. But I do want to mention one thing. Trump made a deal with Saudi Arabia the day before he came out and said he was going for president. So Saudi Arabia is like so thick into this, like we're going to be blown away.
I think so.
How thick they were in. Jared had his big deal with Saudi Arabia.
Yes,
I mean, Ivanka, right? Absolutely. So who would you like to attack first?
Well, you know what? Let's do Trump Senior, because the Supreme Court just ruled today that his taxes are being released. There was no big preamble. It was just motion denied. We're done here, and it was 9-0. So
9-0.
Yes, absolutely.
Sorry, I'm in a mood tonight because I'm just excited.
No, that's fine. That's fine. And
all right, let's get Don Senior.
Yes, absolutely, I will. And Sherry was saying, hold on. She had to stop watching the news. It was physically making her sick. Yeah, I get that.
I did it for 2 weeks when I went in Newfoundland. Didn't look. Nothing.
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 Yeah.
And
No,
it was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
And she says now she watches a superhero movie where the good guy always wins, and that makes her feel better. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm watching the old shows like Rhoda and the Waltons and Mary Tyler Moore, because I just find I put it on and I'm not stressed.
Yeah.
It's just fun in the background kind of thing.
Yes. Yeah. Entertaining.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Oh, this is cute. Amanda Carroll says, I know how to knit, but I don't remember how to cast off, so I just keep knitting. The world's biggest scarf. Okay. Trump and his taxes.
This is good. This is good.
Okay, go.
Okay. So at the center, but we got the King of Swords. So it is going to be a shocker to Trump, the Trump org. Underneath it all, we got the Queen of Wands. I think that we're going to see that money was transferred to his ex-wife, that there's some kind of something involved with her death. Okay. In the past, we got the Queen of Swords. So there has been somebody, and I said this like 2 years ago in a reading. I know I keep saying that, but I've been watching my recent videos, just trying to see how I did. And there's been somebody who's been toiling away at this. They've never given up on it, and they knew they were going to get it. When it comes out, we're going to see Trump just go, oh dear. It's going to be embarrassing because he doesn't have a lot of money, and the money that he does have is from others.
Exactly.
And certainly put in. But guess what was my outcome card?
What?
Justice!
Oh, nice.
Do you see this?
Good.
He's indicted. He's done. Done. Within 6 months, that man is not going to be, it's just done. The evangelists have left him. Fox News have left him. The Republicans are turning on him. We were right. He's gone. He's gone. There's no chance. He's not staying. He's gone.
Yeah, exactly. No, and he's not, he thinks he's running. He can go out there and say all he wants about I'm running for president. He's not going to get that far.
No, not at all. So, they're going to stop him.
As you started, I started flipping cards, and the first one that I got was the Ace of Swords. So, truth is coming out. They've got the evidence. They're coming after him. Okay. Next card out was the Empress. So not only is a lot going to come to light, but I think a lot of it is, overseas with Russia.
Yes. Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. And all that. And then the King of Swords. I got your King of Swords. So I thought, absolutely. That's in the middle here. Yeah, that's it. And Five of Swords. I don't know how to do that so that it's not there. Kind of sort of. Yeah, Five of Swords, and then the Emperor. And I thought, isn't it interesting? We got the Emperor and the Empress here. So I think when he goes down, and he will go down, there's going to be somebody else, some other country's leader that is going to go down with him. I think they're going to go down together.
Yeah. So, I think I don't know about going down. Like somebody else going to be mentioned.
Yes.
And I wouldn't be shocked if it's Saudi Arabia that they got information, because when Joe Biden went to see Saudi Arabia, they really dismissed him. They didn't treat him like Trump was like, hey, buddy. And Joe Biden was kind of like not treated nice. And then they didn't listen to Biden or do as Biden asked for him. Like no friendship there. So that tells you a lot right there. Right?
It does. Not only that, but I was a little concerned when I don't know if it was the DOJ or which agency said that, there wasn't enough there to indict or to go after the Saudi prince for the
killing of Khashoggi. Yeah.
And I thought, come on now. come on,
sin.
something
Yeah.
is going on. But you know what? I think in a lot of ways, all this had to happen, so that, yeah, the bad guys, the cockroaches, the snakes, and all those could be identified so that we would know who they are.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that, we had to go through that. But at the same time, yeah. So that didn't, that didn't tell us a lot about Trump's taxes, but he's going down. So I don't care if it's for the taxes, for the insurrection, for the January 6th. I really don't care what it is.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to go down for more than one. I think that they're going to focus so that they can get him out of the running and make sure that he's running scared. Then you're just going to see one by one picking it off, because it's not one, it's a multitude of them. It's going to take years to waddle through it. Yeah. Right? Yeah. But hopefully they can quicken up the process.
Yeah. Just want to see him. And I would be happy just for them to release his taxes so that everyone could see that, I'm rich. I'm really rich. No, you're not. Because right now, I think if a trip around the world was a nickel, he doesn't have enough to raise the down payment. The documents, exactly. So what do you think about Ivanka? Now, she has said that she's not going to have any part of, she's not involved in her father's, presidential run. She's stepping away.
She's missing in action. Mm-hmm. I think through all the readings, that her and Jared Kushner have already made some deals behind closed doors. I don't think that closes her off to some of the money scams and issues. So I think she is. Yeah. But I really feel she did not, she didn't come out when she wasn't there when her dad announced. That speaks volumes. He's trying to feel her up. I mean, right? And she didn't even show up. So I'm interested in Ivanka to see how Ivanka is going to fare over the next little while.
Yeah. I think, I remember, I think it was, I don't know, last year, earlier this year, at some point, anyway, I said that, Ivanka was going to turn on him. Yeah, and that, she was going to be one of the first ones, and that her cut was going to be the deepest because he really put her above the boys. So for her to,
all the jokes aside, right?
Yeah,
he loves her.
Yeah,
that's probably the one thing that is close to love that he feels. Is for Ivanka. However way you think about it, right? Sorry for interrupting you. I think I did.
No,
I did.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly what it is. Yeah, she's the one that's going to do him in, and she's already talked, and so has Jared. Yeah, and they're looking at each other across the dinner table, I'm sure, going, okay, what does he know? Does he know what I told him? Does she know what I said? Yeah. Ivanka, tell me. All right. Well. Okay. So I started off with the star. And she certainly was sort of the end all be all, it's all about me. I don't think she has any kind of empathy for anyone anywhere. But I mean, she learned at her father's knee, right? So
that's right.
Not much you can do about that.
Oh no.
Something not working?
Sorry. Blonde moment. No. Go ahead.
That's okay. So yeah,
I
then
thought I lost it. Guys, go ahead.
then I get the Five of Swords again. And the insult to injury, and King of Swords again in the center. So, and then I've got the Page of Cups and I've got the King of Cups. So I think that, yeah, she's already spilt the beans. She's already told them what they needed to know. And yeah, she's looking out for herself, and she's going to be slowly stepping away and just, pretending like, no, I just want to stay home with the kids. I
Yeah.
don't want to be out there. I don't want to be a working mom anymore. When,
Yeah.
I think, yeah, he's, and I think Daddy knows that she was the one who kind of did,
Yeah.
put the sword in the back.
I think so too. I think so too. I'm just looking at my cards because I start off with the Hermit, which is Ivanka. She's not around anyway. And this lets me know that she is not telling everything that she knows. So even though Trump might have an idea because he feels the difference between them, she's keeping it close to the chest. What's going for her is that she got the Star. So she does have somebody, maybe even Jared, in her corner kind of saying, hey, this is going to work out. Yeah. Don't lose hope. But this also means connections. And I got a funny feeling that even though it's a for her card, Saudi Arabia is for her. China, depending on. So I think especially from Saudi Arabia, because if it goes to Jared, it goes through her, right? What's going against her is that they have information. So whatever she's done to kind of put Daddy in his place, it doesn't absolve her from her issues. So even though she thinks she's getting away with something, they're doing a lot of work and planning behind the scenes. The end result is the Three of Swords. So she's going to feel a lot of heartbreak because she's going to be losing money, respect, reputation, relationships.
Yeah.
And go ahead, Lovey. Go ahead.
Yeah, didn't she already say something about she wanted to be dropped from one of the lawsuits that she was tied in with her father because it hurt her reputation?
Oh, okay.
And this was I think this is probably a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. But it's like it's too late. Okay. Your reputation was ruined a long time ago. All he did was put the spotlight on you. But anyway, sorry.
No, that's fine, honey. With the Three of Swords, it's a case of she's trying to salvage what she can, but even though she's trying to salvage it, there's still obstacles remaining. So she's in trouble. She's in. I'm surprised because I thought she kind of covered herself, but not enough. There's somebody who's in a position of power. So I mean, it could even be Jack Smith himself, right? Yeah. That's going to hurt her. She's going to be heartbroken. Yeah. So there she is.
Yeah, as my son likes to say, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. So you get in there, you grift with Dad. Well, you get a reputation, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, where do we want to go next?
We'll do our husband next.
Jared?
Let's go fun.
Okay. Let's do Jared.
He really has a yucky energy, and it's almost like a creepy, like, you know what I mean? He's one of those people that he'd be standing up behind you and you wouldn't know he was there, and you'd be screaming like with fear. I don't know. There's something about him that's off.
That's when you said he's creepy, that's exactly what came to mind was someone just kind of slinking very quietly until they're right behind you or right beside you,
Yes.
and you go,
yes. It's not a nice energy, I have to say.
You jump out of your skin. Yeah.
I drop my cards. I always, every reading, somehow, some way, manage to drop my cards. I don't know if it's excitement. I don't know if it's.
No,
Sorry.
they
Nine
have a
moves.
lot to say. You know, they
They
want
do.
to chat. So yeah.
I absolutely love tarot. I know I say that a lot, but I love it. I think it's the perfect examples of what you deal with in life on a human level, everybody
Yeah.
being equal. Do you know what I mean? I really think
Yeah.
it's an interesting way to learn about yourself and about others when you
Yes.
look at the spiritual, and you know what I mean? Like, not just
Superficial. Yeah.
superficial. Thank you. I couldn't
Yeah.
find the word I was using.
All right.
I was using it in my head, but just not in my
Yeah,
mouth.
I know. I know.
All right,
Oh,
so let's look at Jarrett.
oh, okay.
Jarrett.
Oh. Hmm. Yeah, he's.
Oh, sorry.
No. Go ahead if you're ready.
Ace of Wands. So his focus right now is on his business, not what's actually going on with Trump. It's a self-interest. What's going for him is the Six of Cups. So I do think that there's some money being brought in, other support coming in. There's favors from the past, which you'd be surprised, because Jared and them were doing a lot of, moving and shaking. And people have now said, okay, we helped you. It's time for you to help us, because this is the perfect time to put the squeeze on him. He is so stressed out. You might not see it. And I mean, he's always been a really skinny guy, but he looks almost gaunt recently.
Yeah.
Like he's lacking sleep and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and I also think that with the 10 of Wands showing up here with the 6 of Cups, that he's into this maybe even thicker than Ivanka in some ways. But unhappily, or, I got the King of Cups as my ending card.
Me too.
No.
Yes.
Honest to God.
Yes, the ending.
So for me, the King of Cups is like, you can dress up a sow's ear to look like a silk purse, but it's still a sow's ear.
Yeah.
So he's going to be pulling some major BS. And I think that because he does have involvement with Trump org, he's with Ivanka, he's been involved with Saudi Arabia, so he knows all the deals. I'm telling you, if there's a spy in Trump's camp, guess who it is?
Yeah.
Because this is saying, hey, Jared's getting a bit of a pass here. There's somebody who's getting information from him. And this is quite, that's why I got the beginning. It was the Ace of Wands. Like, he is put in motion. I got a feeling that he might be in the Trump camp and kind of going to the other side. Ivanka doesn't know. Ivanka doesn't know that this is something he's keeping him to himself. He's probably telling on Trump with Saudi Arabia. And, they'll say, okay, we'll cover you for this much if you tell us this. Like, he's still going to get in trouble, because there's like no way you can't have the 6 of Cups and the 10 of Wands out and not say obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. But darn it, he's going to do his best. But at the end of it, he's still a pig. So he's going to get his just rewards. It's just that I think he's going to get roasted a little bit later than the other two.
Yes.
Just, right?
Yeah.
Go, my darling. Go, go, go.
So I started off with the Lovers. And I thought, okay, all right. Yeah, that's him double dealing with someone else. Because I don't know if you can see it in this particular one. Yeah. The angel or whatever is on top looks very much like the devil.
Yeah.
Like the positioning and everything of this is yeah, reminds me very much of the Devil card. So, you know, this isn't a relationship that's based on truth, or it's a shady relationship, right? Okay,
Yep.
so I've got the Seven of Wands. So yeah, there's fighting in the camp, and then I've got the Seven of Swords, the thief in the camp.
Wow.
So yeah, when you said, you know, about him being the spy, I thought, okay, yeah, that answers that one. You know, like, yeah, who's the thief in the camp? Yeah, he right now it's 10 of Cups. He thinks he's doing okay. He thinks that the people that he is dealing with are really going to look after him.
Yeah.
They might to a point, but there's not a whole lot that they can do. And yeah, ending with the King of Cups. That's yeah, it's not
perfect.
really. No.
It's not perfect.
No.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh.
So going even deeper into the well of yuck. Look at Donald Jr.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of feel bad for Donald Jr. And let me explain before I get anybody angry with me. Donald Jr., when he was younger, was kind of separated himself from his father for a couple of years because he was always the child that was left out. He was kind of the one, especially being so close to Ivanka. Ivanka got the, you know, the gold spoon in her mouth, and he was kind of
exactly.
treated. And I really feel like there's a part of him, like he's so screwed up with drugs and God knows, like the heaviness that he's into. And if you're treated like that, and he wasn't raised by his father, God knows, I mean, maybe there was trauma there, but when you're raised like that, it changes the way your brain works. So I kind of feel as though he's going, at the same time, he's a dick. He's going through some mental and emotional, and obviously with drugs and stuff, he's going through some major issues right now that I do feel bad, because I think a lot of it was because of Trump, and he did everything to try to please his father. So I just feel like this sadness about him. Now he's still a turkey, and I just can't stand to listen to talk. I can't watch him. I just can't. But I see, as you know, see him outside of being human, see him as a spiritual person having to have this human experience. It's difficult, right?
You know, yeah. If you look at it that way, yes. Yeah, very, very true. Because he was always much closer to his mother than he was to Trump. And I know that her death hit him particularly badly. So yeah, I think if I put myself in his shoes and think about what it's like to try to always get the approval of a parent who looks at you and goes, oh, you know, that's got to be tough. That's
nothing more. Like, kids are, like, everybody says kids are resilient, but you'd be shocked at some of the things can really change a child, right? Or
absolutely
the way they think, feel.
Yeah,
it's wild.
Yeah.
All right, Donald Jr., what's happening with you? Afraid to find out, but there it is. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not finished with my show.
Sorry, I like to go with my card, right? Ace of Swords. So, or sorry, 8 of Swords. I apologize. 8 of Swords.
All right.
He has created a reality that he's stuck in. This is his drug abuse. These are things that you can change. When you've got the 8 of Swords, these are your thoughts, your own emotions that are holding you back. So this is his drug addiction. This is his mental illness, because these swords are thoughts. So appreciate it. You've got 8 swords surrounding you. You're blinded. You really can't see what's in front of you. So he's in a bad state physically and mentally right off the right. Oh my!
Wow.
Three of Swords, the same as Ivanka, heartbreak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting, because this could be her and Eric falling out of favor, because Eric is still with his father. Eric is going to go down with the ship. He's already in trouble. Like, we don't even have to say, is he going to be in trouble? Of course he is.
Yeah.
He's a doof. He's already, I mean, come on. But this is interesting that we had the Three of Swords as if say, hey, these people, these relationships, they're done for, kind of deal. Ooh. Six of Pentacles. So I think he's laundered money for his father. I think there's going to be, because like when we talk about the list of things that are going to come out, we're looking at laundering money. So I think this might be more specific to Trump org and what him and Eric were doing. In the past, it was the Nine of Pentacles. We were all doing really well. And you know, had they just kept themselves in New York, New Yorkers would have been the only ones that hated him. On the top, we got the Seven of Wands. So he's really feeling a need to defend himself. And interestingly enough, my Seven of Wands is a girl. And so I think his girlfriend that goes, yeah, it's the greatest show. She's the one that's out defending him because he could barely talk. God bless him. And at the end of it, we got the Five of Cups. So sorry, you're going to be going down for at least 3 things. And you will be doing at least 2 years in jail. That's at a minimum. That's at a minimum. Yeah. He's going to go down for money issues, and it's going to be involved with the Trump org.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. All right.
Yeah. He does need rehab before something serious happens. Rose Blue was like, and I mean, you got it.
Yes.
You know, I'm so happy to see people empathetic and sympathetic towards even those of us who we might not like or wish, for them things to work out for them. But you don't want anybody to be, hurt somebody else or that kind of terror on them. Because he is probably drinking and driving and stuff, right?
Oh, and no doubt about it. Yeah. So I started flipping the cards, and it was like, oh, okay.
Go.
I got 4 out of the 5 cards that I drew are major arcana.
Ooh.
4 out of the 5. It starts with the Hierophant.
Yeah.
Goes to Justice. Goes to Hermit.
That could be Ivanka.
Goes to High Priestess. Yeah. And ends in the Ace of Swords.
Yeah.
So,
there you go.
Yeah, he's done for. He's done for. His name is on paperwork. They really don't need. They don't really need to question him because they've got the evidence. All he can do is say, yeah. But
agreed.
Whatever. Yeah. So, and this is what he did. Yeah, with the company, and also his involvement with Dad when in the government as well. Because I think the Hierophant, I see that as kind of like institutional, like government and law and. Yeah, that. Yeah, see, now I feel sorry for him. That's a lot, like, to have tossed on him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he knows the secrets, and other people know his secrets as well, because
he doesn't. He talks. He can't help himself. He talks.
Yeah.
He just can't help it. Source. There's your paper trail, your phone trail. He'll be the one that you'll be going, listen to this phone call where he's saying something, putting everybody in trouble. It's that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Baron.
Absolutely. He might see the light. I mean, he's still young enough. He could redeem himself. He could, choose to be different. Right. I know that a lot of us are. Yes, we're a product of our environment, but at the same time, at some point, you have a choice. right?
Yes.
You can choose to be a victim. You can choose to go along this path, or you can say, no, you know what? No, I'm not doing
I
that.
feel like I'm hearing Stairway to Heaven and it's going,
Yes.
there are two paths you can go back, but in the long run, there's
Yeah.
always time to change the road you're on. Always, 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 no matter what.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And his
Cool.
uncle did. I mean, look at Trump's brother, the one that didn't go into the family business and whatnot.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he said
treated
no.
poorly.
Yeah, he said no.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So we'll do the last one on our list.
Gold digger for love and cookie. Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to do Eric?
Sure.
Poor old Eric. I think everybody like looks at him as the dumb one, but I don't know. He's quite involved with Dad. He's quite involved. His wife got a job through Dad. So he's really involved.
Yes, and he's the only one who has when his wife gave him advice in the beginning of what to do, he listened.
Yeah.
Like the other ones were no, 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 just deny, deny, deny. Yeah, he was the one.
And Don Jr. ended up leaving his wife, which was really sad. And it seemed like at the time they went from happy to separated or divorced, but almost like it was done to protect his wife and kids or protect money. Like, I know that sounds really like sad that I can't believe that it's, but I just felt like there was something more to that dealt with money kind of deal.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think you're right. I think you're right. And Sherry says, yeah, according to Mary Trump, Jr. is the dumbest one of the batch.
Donald Jr. is a tight race for that, I think.
Yeah.
I get a kick out of her.
Yeah.
All right, Eric.
All right. Yeah, Eric. What have you got to say for yourself, Eric? Tell me. Oh, bless him.
Yeah, bless him. Bless him, bless him, bless him. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go?
Yeah. You know what? He just wants things to be the way they were, like just go back to better times. Yeah. And, when things were simpler, when we were just kind of doing, we were doing deals, we weren't doing so much grifting and everything was okay. And we could put out the ideas of what we wanted to do and where we wanted to take the company. And we were seeing things, we weren't doing fantastic, but we weren't doing so bad. And then, Dad got a bright idea, and now we're all howling at the moon because it's
taking them down.
Yeah, totally. So he just go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I'm done. I can't. Yeah, just makes me feel. Yeah, poor guy.
I got four of cups, so I think there's something that he was asked to do that he didn't feel comfortable about. That's why I thought it was interesting that you just mentioned about his wife telling him what to do, because this could be a case of the family saying, hey, you need to do X, Y, Z, and he's not wanting to do it. I just think that's interesting, but I think, right? We got the 6 of Cups, so I had the same card as you, that he just wishes things could go back to the way it was. It was so much more simpler, so much more easier. But then we got the Lovers card. So interestingly enough, this could be problems from the past coming back to haunt you. And I got a feeling with the Lovers card showing up as his thing that could really affect him, maybe the wife, maybe some some things to do with the wife, because she talks for Trump, for the, you know what I mean? Like, maybe there's something relationship wise, where the two of them, because she directed him and they both said, well, maybe we'll go as far as this to the line, but they end up both kind of getting, and it's like they both end up getting in trouble. And then I got my King of Swords. So this is somebody of importance who's going to say, hello, you broke the law here, or there's some kind of legality. Now, if I was doing this as a reading for somebody, I would go, you know, this could be possible upset at home. And if he gets in trouble and gets in law, this could end up being divorce. But I don't get that feeling from it. I'm just saying that is, it's always a little something. If you're looking at a personal person, it could be trouble at home. But I kind of get more of the feeling that his wife is either directly involved or pushed him into some kind of issue that's going to cause him trouble, because that would be the most devastating thing for them if they're that kind of a couple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So,
yeah, exactly. Because she would say, I'm sorry that I gave you that advice. And he would try very hard to say, no, it's okay, while he's thinking, yeah. Absolutely. Oh, my. Poor Trumps. So I wonder what it's going to be like at their Thanksgiving dinner, their Thanksgiving meal, if they're all going to be together. I don't think
well, you never know. He might try to use that as some way to, you know, make himself, so he'll be like, come so I can, you know, make himself look good on television or whatever, right? But that's probably the most I can see from him.
Yeah, I don't know. But So one last thing here before I let you go is Lindsey Graham testified for the grand jury today. All his appeals, everything finally was all done. He had no choice. Like, don't tell me when you're making phone calls to see, to see what you can do for your friend Donald, and all of a sudden it's no, that's part of my legislative duty. Yeah, no, it's not. Because of course it's secret and it's sealed and whatnot, we don't know what he said. But what do you think he said? Do you think did he give up the goods, or did he kind of plead the fifth on everything?
This man's energy is like a lemon being sucked dry. It's so old man grumpy, like, you know, like the men that were used to be up in the Muppet Show and they were just like constantly, that's what he is. And the scary part about him, the part that makes me fear him more than a lot of other politicians, is the fact that he has nothing outside of himself to want for. He has no significant others. He has no real family, friends. Like, it's all power, politics. And I think to myself, what happened to you? Who hurt you in your life that this is the best that you can do?
Yeah.
There's something sad, just sad about it.
Totally.
Right.
Okay, Lindsay, what did you do?
Lindsey Graham.
I just had ringing in my left ear. Like, interesting. What are you saying?
Okay, do you want me to go?
Sure.
Okay. My first card out, I got the 8 of Cups. So this lets me know that he kind of turned his back on a lot of things that he said he wouldn't. So he's two-faced. He screwed some people to the wall, and he didn't even feel bad about it. The people that were listening to all this, there's some kind of little celebratory, like, yes, we got it, or got him, or got somebody. There's something that Lindsey Graham has done, because then I've got my 8 of Wands, which is my quick movement, communication, information. I'm telling you, after we talked to Lindsey, they were like sending emails and all that kind of stuff. And it was very much detailed. I think it's not just one single thing. It's like, look here, look here, look here, look here. And it's not just Trump. He's telling on other people within the Republican camp. And it's all to keep himself in power, because all he cares about is himself. And it's interesting. Somebody said about, I'm sure they weren't talking about him, but emperor with no clothes. Lindsey Graham is the emperor with no clothes. People don't realize that he is not a man of his word. And my end result is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is, here you go, information, because he knows it's not going to get out. It's like almost like he felt secure enough to say things that he shouldn't have. That's how I see it.
Yeah. Well, I started off with the 4 of Cups. So he knew going in that there was going to have to be information that he was going to have to disclose, whether he wanted to or not. And he was counting on the fact that he could kind of talk his way, out of it and whatnot. Because, the 7 of Swords, he did give them information, but he didn't give them all the information. He's still keeping things back.
100%.
That he can pull out at the last minute and say, oh, by the way, did I forget to mention and whatnot. I think that he got himself backed into a corner, because here's the Queen of Swords, and she is the truth, right? Just the truth. The Hierophant and the Hanged Man. So he was trying to explain things from a different perspective to protect himself a little more. But I think in his desire to kind of be the smartest one in the room, he ended up telling on himself.
Yeah.
Got himself backed into a corner where there wasn't really a whole lot that he could do, but to kind of admit. So yeah, I think he did point fingers at some people. And he hasn't said everything. He's still holding back, and he's not a man of his word. He's not.
Well, he's such a piece of work that I wouldn't be surprised that he's got his like little get them list, and he's probably going, okay, I don't like this person, so I'll tell a little something on them. That kind of a deal, because he's just a really, it's not.
I know
his energy is really two-faced.
Very, very much so. Very much.
Out both now. Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, he doesn't. He has been living a lie for so long.
He doesn't know what the truth is anymore. Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Like, I think, I'm sure that he thinks that no one in Washington, no one in the world knows anything at all about his private life.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not stupid.
It just makes me sad for him, because he's missing out on a lifetime of love and joy and companionship and friendship. And I mean, we're human. We need those things.
Exactly.
Right? So,
exactly. Yeah. And to care about something other than yourself,
very important.
Marina,
that was awesome.
That was so much fun. I really enjoyed that. This is wonderful.
Yeah.
So, let's see if we can't do something maybe at some point next week or whatnot, or whenever you've got time. And
Yes.
let's do the tarot night in Canada.
That's right. I'm telling you, and even for other people, whether you're watching from the US or Australia or Netherlands, wherever you are, it's fun to watch other people's politics. And we've got some doozies coming up in Canada. And for our Canadian people, let's go get a group of us and get our beers and our coffee. Do it all.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Viviani. And
Thank
Sherry
everybody.
says maybe we could do a 3-way.
Sure, I'm up to trying anything.
Yeah. Excellent. All right, Nina, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
everyone
Carolyn.
for being here. And yeah, just watch this space. We'll let you know when we're going to do this again. All right.
Yes,
Take
ma'am.
care, everyone. Bye.